Welcome back to this stream. I'm going to turn the volume down just a smidge on the game because this game has a little bit higher of a volume than the last one. We are back with the Let's Play of FF14. And what did I just do? I done goofed. There we go. I was fixing my audio and I goofed it up. Yeah, so we're back with Final Fantasy 14, guys. Continuing the New Game Plus section of the story so that we can get all caught up and such. So we are en route to the Waking Sands to speak with Minfilia. We don't need to be dressed like this anymore. Currency portraits. Edit. The Rathalos. Actually a really fun mount to get. Or not fun mount to get, easy mount to get. You either do the trial 50 times, or you get very lucky like I did, and the mount actually drops for you. It dropped for me at like 20-something tries. So, doesn't happen too often where it drops though, so you gotta stick with it. Welcome back, PK Thunder. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Life, materia, though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced the revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. This is essentially where you learn to meld materia. Which is what they're teaching us how to do in this particular situation. So it's not like super crucial. If you're going to be doing raids, like end game final raids for the game and stuff like that, like doing the new 24-mans or doing the extreme trials, things like that, materia melding is beneficial. It's still not a requirement. Beneficial, yes. Requirement, no. It'll never end up being a requirement to meld. But a lot of people, like if they're saying, hey guys, we're looking for someone to join our party for the extreme trial, blah blah blah, please come join. Went to the wrong spot. And you join them and they check your equipment and they might be like, bro, you need to go get some materia melded real fast or whatever, because like you're not going to be doing enough damage. Your DPS is going to be too slow. Who is Uplander come to tentering of Mutamix Bubblypots? Like I said, he teaches you how to meld materia. You actually unlock the ability to meld. We're going to get rid of the death count because we're no longer playing that game. Fighty Tool drinks in Airy Self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to shiny stone or to stony shine. Name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Biggie's Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Gosh, Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Explain situation. Yes, sir. Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Infilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? And send the blade. Fighty Tool is as unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good TT show a power of materia. The Materia Master. Now, Eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Butterscotch, Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of material to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger yours from something as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia, then Uplander best fill brain case with knowledge of crafty making. Yeah, you have to be a crafter to actually learn how to do the materia, but there is materia melders that you can go just talk to. You have to pay them to put the materia in, but still. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowledge of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with Lenny ones of Mutamix. Now I just go back to Minfilia. Vesper Bay. What did I want? What did I want to do? Duty Finder. Nothing requires healer right now? Damn. I was kind of hoping that leveling roulette would require a healer at least. But it does not. Unfortunate. Because if it did, that'd be nice. Welcome back, PK Thunder. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate and the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Material may well give you the edge you need, PK Thunder, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you're ready to begin. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, PK Thunder. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such a time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Ugh. The sergeant is over yonder somewhere. Yes. What's my gear look like? Anything in here outrageously weak? not the shop I was looking for, though, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, there's one by the delivery move over here. Let's see if he sells any jewelry over here. Most of the time these people don't, but you never know. Is there not like a merchant vendor? Here he is. I don't think he's gonna have anything that I need. Yeah, max level's 19 on all this stuff. And he's not carrying any jewelry. I mean, I'll be alright for what we're doing, so it's not a big deal, I guess. Ah, your PK Thunderthighs of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on your mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot of the missions if the mission succeeds, PK Thunder. Let's make sure it does. On my unicorn. It's gonna sink me to like 20 something. 24. Proceed. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. It is a trap. Hee hee hee. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. They know not who they fight, for I will destroy them all. How long will you last, I wonder? Oh, there's more in there. No end to them. This guy takes a little less damage than everybody else though, so it's gonna take him a second to die. That's for sure. Grab your weapon, or your comrade is a dead man. Really? He hit me with sleep. Ping. Bring him. The rest of you march. Traitorous scum. I fear the Amazon mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers, now accessible. You can enter to fight Ifrit with NPCs. That's funny. They're instantaneous. Welcome, White Mage. Well, if the other DPS would like to join us, there he goes. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bring those too as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. O mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that is the only explanation. And they're all slowly backing away. I'm like, bring it. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel for blessing but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance weareth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Not. It didn't save it in. There are no party members. They all left me. Rude. Already had the one crystal, and now here's the Ifrit crystal. I can't remember like offhand where we got the first crystal from, but yeah. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amal's zealots. I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time in extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, PK Thunder. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let's continue this conversation in a more agreeable surrounds. Camp Dry Run, shall we? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely on 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task, that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. And I got no comms. Psh. Kept everybody waiting, that's why. There you are, PK Thunder. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their gods in ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, PK Thunder. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Infinity will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Pray return to the waking sands. Triumphant hero. The triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the cellar giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost PK Thunder his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he never should have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... PK Thunder, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both robbery and abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar instances have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that instances involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with why of the abductions. Which leaves us to the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is the coming together or etheric coalescence which grants the being physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous planning, such elaborate designs are a new development, one of which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of respite, PK Thunder. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Menphilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the attempted abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there was any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we silence continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Peaked Thunder. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I'd have to do better. I have to be stronger. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled around aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrits. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, PK Thunder, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Lady Menphilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. Oi! As you can see, PK Thunder, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering where the PK Thunder's deeds spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other Grand Companies? It's not true. Your reputation precedes you, Master Thias. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of a valiant men such as you to join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure the peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure to finally meet you, Master Thias. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amalja and their dread primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you well. A man of your talent belongs with the Immortal Flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure the prosperous future of Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. Lady Menphilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall the 3 city-states are planning to hold a remembrance service. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make your informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let PK Thunder hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. When the promise of reward is enticing itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, PK Thunder, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that Great power is not wont to attract attention, and not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man in the midst of a grand company, however. You will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect our own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, PK Thunder, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will praise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Alright. Speak with Tataru. To the Vesper Bay. To the Vesper Bay. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, PK Thunder. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyways, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes as planned, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 ceremonies, and Elder Seat-Seater Khan Isena will deliver her address in Mikoto's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services may change. Still, there is not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Raban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it is rumored there is to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb Blowfishwind will be giving her address. The room is accessible via Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Zenthiel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in the prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. To Gridania, to Gridania, to Gridania, 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 Gridania. Ta-dan, 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 ta-dan.
I lost my son to the calamity. The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood, fearful of the Green Wrath. They hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable.
Hi, Pooch. Can I help you?
So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the highways without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join.
Can I help you?
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
If you'll permit me, Alfino. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are fortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The XIV are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof and change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the XIV more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The 12th was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager? Meanwhile, the XIV will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? Ching. Chamber of Rule. Before we start this one, I'm gonna take a quick little bio. BR to the bees. We have returned. Although you can't see me, I am hiding behind a tree. Here I am. Over yonder. Alright, we're gonna sit here, do this one now. I do have food, so while this hopefully vocalized cutscene is going, I will be eating. Because I require sustenance.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimal herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Rauban?
I like how he just holds her up.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Excuse me.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
The Uldans have long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far? Smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ulda has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate coffers are bottomless. And even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with an ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and even though they are invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. Alize never speaks. To Limsa! Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Proceed to the stateroom.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Gallian Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Carteneau. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishbuck
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Gallian Empire. Even now, the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
kill sea swallows. Aw.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
Where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first is the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribes present weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsians' backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they'd soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. PK Thunder, this has been Philia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. She's like, hurry up, they're annoying me. Trying to finish something real fast. All right. I don't need a teleport via that way. I need a teleport via this way. It's gonna be a while before our next dungeon, unfortunately. So I'll probably queue us up for something here soon. Being that I am a white mage, though, I will probably get in relatively quickly. But that's neither here nor there. Welcome back, PK Thunder. Were the Grand Company leaders' words as illuminating as you had hoped? Each nation is behest with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, PK Thunder. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. I don't remember who I chose, and I think it's going to skip that because I'm already part of a Grand Company, but I'm not sure offhand.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
And then we don't see her until Storm's Blood.
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I know I'm part of one. I'm part of this one. How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yes. That's the spirit, lad. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made, it is time to add your name to the rolls. Make your way to Limsa and seek out the Grand Company's headquarters. Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings be sure. castle, I believe. It's this way. Hail, adventurer. What business have you with the Maelstrom Command? My name is Pika Thundertides. I believe you're expecting me. PK Thundertides, I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we received a report. Give me just a second, guys. I apologize. We're getting to it. I had a work call. And then I decided to plug something into my PS5. So we'll see how that turns out. The vessel is in a bad way, sir. It appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood, damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Guys, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. For man in Lower La Nosea is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. So what I did is I plugged in a keyboard. And I just want to make sure it works. Sweet, it does. So now I can tippity type whenever I tippity want to. Sort of. Anyway. Is there no teleportation down here? Oh, there is. I just have to like... I forgot, there's only one place to teleport out here, and it's like way south, so there's really no point in me teleporting down there. I might as well just fry. I might as well just teleport to the exit there and then fly over there afterwards. Oh, it's an instance, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Level 24, cool. A branch. But then they see the dodo and think nothing of it. They think, oh, it's just a dodoing around. What a dodo. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to do something. Hold on. I don't know why I decided to do this while being live, but I did, so now I need to... Okay. Now I kind of need to finish what I'm doing, otherwise it'll just be kind of weird. It's already going to be kind of weird because that's going to be situated all funky. I don't know, it might be alright. Potentially, we'll see. We'll see how this works out. Mouse is kind of over there, though. So I wanted the secondary keyboard. So I don't know how well you guys can see it from here. Let me grab this. So this is what I did. So this keyboard here was over here, like centered over here, because the desk's part's right here. Because I have two desks, and part's right here in the middle. And this desk is like that much higher than the other one. So I scooted this down, right? And then I have this other keyboard. This keyboard is actually plugged into the PS5 over there. And so now it allows me to type in the game a lot faster. So, I mean, I still have to kind of stop what I'm doing-ish to type. How's that look? Looks horrendous. That's that? Better? Sure. So, it's a work in progress, guys. It's a very rushed work in progress. I did it for the sole purpose of making things faster for when I'm in a dungeon, so I can type just done. An adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. Why am I panting so hard? Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Thighs. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They're not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Osindans, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge. You have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Is that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight and was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in their gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Thighs? Ready to give those curs a hitting? I don't know. Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge! Ambush! To arms! To arms! I'm back here, white maging it. It's fine. Gut the bastards! Who's out here healing? There he is. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire. This has gone on long enough. Oh, they have more. Exterminate these bastards. Teach them the futility of resistance. Well, you're dead, sir. I don't know what futility you're talking about, because you're already dead, my guy. All that's left is the Magitek Vanguard. Could be dead ere long, I do say. Where the hell is he going? Oh shit. Duty complete. We have saved the wedge. Biggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll send watch till the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. As you're free to return to the Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha, seriously, though. If it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I mean, you're dead, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Wedge is like a child. You gotta remind them to say thank you. To Limsa Lomisa. Sha cha 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 sha 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 sha. Sha 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 sha. Sha 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 sha. And this, my friends, is what we find all the time out here. This is a male, right? Yeah, it's a male. I like his hairstyle though. What pants is he wearing? Tantalus breeches. Those are nice. Top is hooded fiberglass leather vest. It's nice. I like your hairstyle too though. Anyway, I'm just sitting here creeping on the dude, alright? Leave me alone. Where am I going? I have castle that train. Well, I've got mail. I'm gonna go get the mail first. Chicking. Mail is over yonder. I'm stuck. Ah, command not available in New Game Plus mode. Alright, fine. You're not allowed to collect mail while in New Game Plus, right? You can't collect mail, you can't repair your gear. Welcome back, guys. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you are capable of after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... Accept mission. I'm trying to like adjust my armrests because they felt like they were too high a second ago. So let us start fresh, shall we? See, that's back where it was, wasn't it? Almost. You are welcome here, P.A. Thunder Thighs. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that we tell you exactly what you'll be joining. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merlwood Blofuswin sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable. Lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with the talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till his last breath, fights till his last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. Thighs, it is customary for a new recruit to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. You have my sword till sea swallows all. Let's do the Admiral one. As would we all. A capable crew is one thing, but unserving loyalty is a trait that cannot be trained or bought. Well said, lad. Be identified, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well till sea swallows all. Link Pearl. Can you hear me, Pig Thunder? This is Memphilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Thighs. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a man of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Pray return to the Waking Sands. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Riki. It might be worth your while. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo Maelstrom, by speaking to Rashat Rihiki. The quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for Realm Reborn, which I've already completed, so. Maelstrom, Storm Private 3rd Class. Delivery missions unlocked. So, you can also turn in delivery missions, which is Storm Quartermaster and such. You can buy things. Storm Private Cane. If you have 2 pieces of Maelstrom gear equipped, so if I had the cane plus something else, I'd get +5 to crit hit. Things like that. Like it's kind of basic stuff for the most part. Level 30 White Mage weapon. It goes all the way down to, I think it goes all the way up to 50. If I'm not mistaken. For gear wise, yeah, 50. Yeah. It's a nice cane though. I don't know, that's actually kind of a nice cane for the White Mage. Like the way it looks and stuff. 3,500 seals, plus you gotta be that rank. So, and they do have gear, obviously, so like The lieutenant jacket. Storm Lieutenant Tricone, which I can't wear. Craftsman, gathering. Officer boots. Yeah. You'd be better off wearing all this, which is dumb, but... Oh wait, there it is. Hold on. The boots give mind. So if he wears the boots, basically just the boots. These two give, yeah. Materials, glamour stuff, cordials, manuals, limits and barding, limits and half barding. So, it's all fun. Report to the Waking Sands, guys. Can't even do that. Until the Waking Sands. Eat on Poppy Lima over here. Welcome back, Peaky Thunder. Lady Memphilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know why the recruitment officer called to regale me with a tale of your heroics? The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Peaky Thunder. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. Is it the twins? This way, sirs. Oh, it's them. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I did not think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Self-management. That one. Ooh, man, we got a lot to do. Still. Like, we don't even... This is a level 20 quest. Our next dungeon quest is 24. So we got a ways to go. Oy.
set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalymo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like Gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
Yeah, I mean, Bahamut kind of destroyed half the planet.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalymo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfulia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Always forgetting about the little dude. Alright. In just a moment, guys, I gotta deal with the work thing really quick. Alright. Apologies, that did take a wee bit longer than expected. But we are back. It was about, I was trying to figure out like if I'm working today or not and all that kind of stuff. And I am, so still responding to messages. So today's stream will end up getting cut a little shorter than I'd like, just because I have to go to work. But that's okay. We're not talking to her. We're going to the Adder's Nest, which is in Gridania. 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 Look at this dude. Look at this dude right here. Hold on. There he is. Bam. Look at this dude right here. Thinking he's Mr. Macho Hrothgar and shit. Look at him. Theo something, robe of something. Rogue of casting. Oh, he's got the Yakaku Dogi? Yakaku Dogi, bro! Anyway, moving on. Adder's Nest is over yonder. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... I beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? For I am a scion that you seek! Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but another business brings us here today. Ida, Papi Limo, always a pleasure to see you too. My men tell me you quest in the name of the scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of an adventuring prowess. Aye, our little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The sylphs are... for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see their people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a red flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound with Gridania, but to listen only to one's own among the greatest mistakes of Commander can be a mistake. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of our productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly... okay. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Well, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Piers should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papa Limo. I'm gonna just teleport there, guys. I've already been there. No sense in me doing all this extra nonsense. Just out of morbid curiosity. Oh, I have to suspend it to check it. We're gonna suspend just for a second because I'm kind of curious now. So, about something. Because it doesn't tell you like when each chapter ends. In the midst of touring in the 3 city-states, a witness of myriad problems besettling the realm, the adventurer has a chance to encounter with a member of the enigmatic Science of the Seventh Dawn, an invitation to their base of operations. The Waking Sand promises to shed light on the mystery of the Echo and more. Suspend, yes. I want to see like what chapter 3 says. Goldsmith. The Shire. Lord of the Rings, The Shire. 135 people. Welcome everyone. Come grow with us. We are a combination of longtime veterans 2.0 plus and new players just getting into the game. What was I looking for? Ah, yes. Nope. New Game Plus. So just out of morbid curiosity. The adventurer's victory over Ifrit prompts comparisons to be made to the fabled warrior of light, yet even as the feat draws the admiration of the masses, so too does it draw the ire of the shadowy Asians. To what end these masked individuals scheme remains to be seen. The search for answers begins with one named La Habrea. With the hard-won aid of the company of heroes, the adventurer succeeds in vanquishing Titan. So I'm gonna be in part 3 before Titan, and then part 4 is after Titan. And though she survived, and though she arrives too late to aid in the battle, Y'shtola chances to discover that the Garlean Empire is in league with the Asians, an unsettling revelation that serves to compound the intrigue. Praetorium. So this part 4 ends with Praetorium, I assume. Part 5 ends with probably the forming of the Crystal Braves, I guess. Huh. God's Quiver Bow? What do you want, guy? Oh, Gunbreaker. That's how I become Gunbreaker, is right there. Judgment bolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. Galileo. Galileo Figaro. Indivico. Don't worry, everybody. We are gonna continue on. I'm just checking on a couple things real quick. A couple things that are just have me interested for a second. Botanist. The hell? 1994. I gotta go to Hawthorne Hut anyway, but I gotta roll that real fast. Oh, lordy. So if Gunbreaker starts at 80, that means 60, I'm sorry. That means Dancer starts at 60 as well. Peace for Thanolin. Way of the Samurai. Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. Corpse Groom? Corpse Groom. That's Samurai. No, that's Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. That's Samurai right there. The Way of the Samurai. So you want to be a thaumaturge. Oh, that's a dungeon. It's a hard mode dungeon. Flustered Attendant. Here's Reaper. Disciple of War Magic level 70. That's the only requirement. So, as soon as my monk hits 70, which he's 66. So as soon as he hits 70, I'll be able to pull the Reaper class. But that's gonna be a little while yet. Ah, sorry. Duty roulette leveling needed a healer. We went for it. That's how we do. It's how we do. Oh, this is Sastasha. We don't need to see this again. Inventory. No. Pizza. Didn't say anybody was new. Why is the bard being destroyed? Green. So the newest person's got to be that pugilist. He's the only one I can think of. Because he's the only one that's not a... what you call it? Oh, he pulling. Alright. I don't know why I was thinking the boss was right behind here, but... I don't have any AoEs, my guys, so... Whoop, let's not stand there. I apologize. He does not have everyone. Oh shit. Can't I just give him a regen? Nah, it's level 35, so I can't give no regens out. Shing. 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 Inconspicuous switch. Oh no, it's a giant coral. I don't know why I'm like looking at this stuff. Somebody got level 18. Congrats. Tanky. So here's my problem with this tank right now. He's so adamant about pulling, which is fine. I can heal through it. I have no doubt of that. So that's not my problem. My problem comes down to he's not holding everything. He's... Got you, buddy. I got you, Tanky. You ain't going nowheres. I got yous. Where's the key at? Got the key. Opens the door. Oops. Don't worry, I'll bring him to you. Demi. There's a whole nother toy out there. Go play with that one. Or you gotta hover over him just because he's playing with one. Bing. So at the very minimum, I'm giving him arrow. Don't pull him in there. Do not put them in there. Oop. In this case, I do have to focus on healing because 2 people are dying, not just 1. Everybody just beat the shit out of him. Don't worry about nothing else. The fact that even newer players don't have to worry about mechanics in the first few dungeons, like it's just tank and spank for the most part, is fantastic, to be honest. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Level 40, I got the magic stick. Calm the tank for doing such a fantastic job. There's that for everyone. I already have that. Waiting here for my comms. get the bone, and then you dropped it. Child. I think she patted me. Recommendations, because that's how good the Thunder Thighs are, bruh. Don't fuck with these thighs, bruh. Go handle this quest real quick. Our level 40 thingamaboob. This one gives me Cure 3, because that's what I need. What is that? Hawthorne. Hey, Hawthorne Hut! Just where we needed to go anyway. Region, sure. Demi, let him chew on that one. There's a whole other one out there in the living room. Thank you. You're a good boy. Boom. Gotta interact with this, which takes time. Sparkly tree. Today's the 17th, yeah? Okay. talking. Level 40. Can't skip this because they want you to know that your menacingness has learned tier 3. Alright, level 45, what do I get? Nothing! Cool. Inventory. Not inventory, actions and traits. 46, I get arrow 2. 45, I get holy. I'll finally have an AoE skill, guys, at level 45. I need to find a Moogle, a male Moogle. Do they have the male people here on this, at this place? No, they do not. Okay. Sorry. Thorn Hut might have a male person. I doubt it. Let's just go to new grid. My job is confusing sometimes. Give me just a hopscotch and a gotch here. I gotta teleport over here, go to the mail guy because I got mail. Is that everything? I guess that's everything. Give me just a sec, guys. I gotta fix work things real quick. Because they got my dates confused. So let me fix my work thing and then I'll be right back. Alright, anyway, okay, we're back over here now because I just tallied over here for a sec. Running this way momentarily. Nope, didn't actually mean to talk to you. That's my bad. I meant to talk to this person. I just gotta throw something in the glamour chest real quick. That's all it really is. Inventory. What is this? Ah. Hold on. I thought there was headgear with it, but I guess there isn't. Ugh. I thought there was gloves with it too. Is there seriously not gloves with it? Yeah, they're right there. How did I not see them? I keep doing that and I need to stop. We don't talk about that blasphemy, okay? We don't talk about the hideousness that is me in a maid suit. The hair clips a little bit, but that's fine. Summon the aesthetician. This dude just changes your hair and stuff. We don't worry about it. Hair, makeup, that kind of stuff. No, hairstyle. I just want to see how it works. Hey, and it does do that. That's kind of good. This is what I had currently. Straight pulled back with a feeler forward. That one. That one. What is this weird thing? There's really not very many hairstyles to start for Hrothgar's. But yeah. This headband, the bandana thing is kind of irrelevant when you think about it because I'm wearing the pumpkin head. But gives me big old eyebrows. Shoo. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Clean shaven? Nah, I like my little beard. We don't do face paint. Finalize character's appearance. Costs $2 grand every time you do it. Or there is tokens for it. I don't think I have any of those. I like it. Not that it, like I said, not that it matters necessarily because I got pumpkin head for right now. Alright. Back to what we were doing. What were we doing? New Game Plus. Resume! 2 health, 1 hut. Oh no, they want me to go to the pier? That is so stupid! Alright, whatever. They want you to go to the pier, which is really dumb. They want you to take the boat all the way there. Because that's how you're supposed to originally get there, so I guess I understand. It's okay. But look, I now have Cure 3! Shing! I crit healed myself for 737. But it's an AoE cure. 426 off a regular cure. 688 off of Cure 2. And Cure 3 only does 545. I don't even understand the purpose of Cure 3 because that's, I mean, does it do more than Medica? Hold on. So Medica has a potency of 300 to all nearby. Cure 3 has a potency of 550. So yeah, it does more than Medica 1. But it's, I mean, Cure 2 is 700. You might as well, if you're gonna spam a skill, you're gonna spam Cure 2 over Cure 3. Medica 2 is less potency than Cure 1. It's a 200 potency, but it gives a regen. So, I mean, that's basically, I always start out my fights going regen, Medica 2, and then regen the tank, Medica 2 everybody else, including the tank. So the tank will have 2 stacks of regen because he's got regular regen and Medica 2. So he's getting 2 regens, and then I can just focus on attacking for a little bit, unless he takes like a tank buster or something like that, then I can heal him, but anyway. Lancer's Guild is where it said it was closest to. Aye, the ferry is docked at the base of this hill and will carry you across the lake to East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Now we can teleport to Hawthorne Hut. The telephone, no. Tier 3 is better. Medic is better. Medica, and it is centered on you. Isn't Medica centered on me too, though? Oh, but yeah, okay. So Cure 3 is my targeting one, so I can target Joe Schmo way over there, and it'll hit him and everybody around him. Now I understand. So like if I Cure 3 him. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yay. We totally get it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's see. 21, 40. Level 40 weapon. A wand and a fucking... Oh, my lordy. Hold the front door, Jeeves. What is this? 42. And it wants to give me the offhand again. In my 40s, you want to give me a fucking wand and shield again? What is this bullshit? Sorry. I gotta find the right camera angle to be in here. Hold on. Indeed, I am Emilian of the Twin Adder. I understand you are here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have luck with them. There's one. Isabel Hawthorne. The Sylphs, yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggies, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. We did it. We did it. The Sylphs, invertebrate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what they are. One day they're drawing mortal faces on our masks, and the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they'll just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. The quickest way to the quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying your foist at foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply on bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Oh, of course, hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help you favor the forest friends. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along a drat. What was it again? And my wife Rosa and I were just speaking on this matter of days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak with Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. A peace offering for the Sylphs? Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep. No, their tastes are more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in Bieber. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Ooh, we gotta kill Mandragoras. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kill some Mandragoras. There's just too many of them, Captain. I only had to kill 3. I'm gonna kill like 6 of them. $4,500 XP. Ochu. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap it up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. We are officially in the 21 to 30 quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 quests before 1,000 Miles of Totorock is required. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milker well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a mortal that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. And before I forget, don't go trespassing off just yet. Emilian here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples and on many occasions, and has the close ear of the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seatsier herself. To summarize, the letter contains a brief. It vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates that Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the XIV has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impose upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Good King Mugamanga, good King Manga, good King Mugamanga, good King Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. Emote. Dance. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. We come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say, but the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by PK Thunder here is an oath of peace penned by the elder Seatsier herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One's waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was PK Thunder's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you. But something tells me recent events have erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Go. You have one out there. Go play with the one out there. You don't need to take his. Go on. Go on. Go on. Leave him alone. He's chewing on it. There's a whole nother one out there for you. Promise. Go. Go play with the purple one. Say, PK Thunder, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all the trouble of learning the sylph's traditional greeting, but you greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join you. Ow, ow, there goes my bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. All of a sudden. Ooh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Walking One would be friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Didn't mean to talk to you, I meant to hit emote. Walking One is friend to these ones, friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City, knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Peaky Thunder, would you like to hear the good news, or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news, why I thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Leg cramps. Peaky Thunder, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland homes. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hera Emidia of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most like to be privy to the sylph's troubles. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventure with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Ziz, Gorlins, and Galnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Kumuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Oh, they all came at me, damn. Stinging Sophie. That's quite the large Ochu right there.
Rawr!
Rawr. Hello. How goes it, sir? Well, you know, killing gnats for the selves. How much time is left on this guy? 9 minutes? You wanna come help me kill this thing? Hawthorne Hut area? Correct. Ooh, this is not gonna happen in 9 minutes. Well, not by myself, of course. Do hurry. It'll make it easier for me to kill you. Oh, not slow. I mean, you might as well be. Oh, you're a Ranthe, okay. Don't you? He silenced me. What a dick. Provoke that sorry bitch. No, my Chocoho. I'm working on you, Chocoho. I'll fix my Chocoho. Facts. Yeah, probably not. I'm thinking the same thing, but doesn't mean we can't still try. No, because then I'd spend more time healing you. Not nearly quite as often. Yeah, but it takes one cure to give you half your health back. So. No, I doubt it. We started with 9 minutes, we're down to 6, and he's only at 82. He's actually not doing them as often as you'd think. I bit off more than I could chew. He was fine where he was. Careful, he spawned a bunch of ads behind you. I've been silenced. Yeah. Acid miss dodge. Right. You got a bunch of regions on you. You'll be alright. You need to angle him back facing where I'm at, and then I can adjust myself to be behind you or something, because there's nothing behind me. At least nothing's gotten involved yet, I should say. Yeah, but that... Exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna finish them, but we'll get a decent... I'll get a decent XP thing out of it. Hey, a bard showed up. He's doing what he can. He's got a chocobo as well, I think. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's unfortunate. Right. Ooh, 10 seconds of slow. No thanks. 30 seconds. In a minute left, or 33% with a minute left. Oh, I should probably put an arrow on him. There's so many ads back there. 30 seconds, I don't think we're gonna get them. Less than 30 seconds, I mean. Ten seconds, nope. So fucking close when that bard. Oh, Black Mage! Come on, buddy! Oh, a bunch of people showing up, come on! 2-1, nope. Aw, man. We did so, like, if they would have shown up, like, 10 seconds sooner. Like... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, well. I'm gonna go turn this quest in, and then we can continue later. Oh, man, that sucks. Twas. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One builds Bitey and Buzzy One. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these ones' abode, but few friendly like dancing ones. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust dancing one after all. This one asks dancing one for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But dancing one is not like other walking ones. This one can trust dancing one. This one would ask dancing one for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. This one begs of dancing one to help this one no more. Dancing one is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes? Dancing one must speak with these ones here and walking ones in hut house and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go, dancing one. This one depends on kindness of dancing one. Why is it so much easier for me to read that bullshit than read, like, the olden style English of Urianger? Like, what the fuck? Kind of. Backwards, forward, sideways, upside down. Strange steel walking ones. Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Alright. That is gonna do it as far as this, as the New Game Plus goes for today, guys. We're gonna hop over to the actual, Let's Play continuing forward.